Hey everyone, how's it going today? Coach Alvarez here, back at you another episode, Coffee with Coach. Hope you're up doing well. Got the mind in the right place. If not, as always, let's put it in the right place. So, happy 4th of July to everyone. I want to go over something that I was listening to this morning while I was walking my dogs. It's just fitting, it's 4th of July, America's freedom. And it's just a video that just happened to come across my YouTube feed. Again, if you've been following me for a while, you'll just know that, when you listen to certain videos on YouTube, they'll start recommending other videos that are similar. And so, I'm just going through my routine, walking the dogs, listening to the same videos over and over again. And sometimes I won't rewind them. I'll just let it play and then see what comes up next. So it just happened to be this video. Let me see here. So it's just discipline, motivational video, Jocko Willink. The YouTube channel is B Lesto. It's a new channel. They never listened to this one before. But anyways, it's just Jocko just talking. If you guys don't know who Jocko is, you should. Navy SEAL, got a lot of great content out there. Once you start listening to him, he really just kind of put things in perspective for you and just kind of get you moving in the right direction. But it's pretty simple, right? He's just talking about, the more discipline you have, the more freedom you have. And sometimes we get it twisted in our mind, with all the discipline, we're subject and slave to to things. And it's the complete opposite. When we don't have any discipline, we are subject to being a slave to whatever it is that has control over us, But when we have control over the things that we should, and we're getting things done like we should, then we have more time and more freedom to do the things that we want to do. And so in this video, it's a cool video. He's just talking. There's a little music in the background. It's kind of calming or whatever. And he's just, he was just in my head, just saying these things that I've heard thousands of times already. But it just depends on when you hear it, where you hear it, what kind of mood you're in, when you hear it. It'll kind of put things, you just take it in differently, at least for me. So I came back to my office here, and I wanted to go over, because I have the book. It's always sitting on my desk, Discipline Equals Freedom. I've already gone over this in one of my first few episodes of Coffee with Coach. But I want to read real quick this why part. Okay, so it's right in the beginning of why. All right, the very first part of the book is the way of discipline. But I want to just talk about his why, and then I'll kind of go into some other things real quick. So let's go over it. Why? Over and over and over again, I'm asked why. What drives me? When I was younger, I was preparing for war. I knew that someone out there, another man, was also preparing. That man was my enemy. He was working, training, planning, and preparing to meet me on the battlefield. I didn't know when, I didn't know where, but I knew that at some point we would meet, and I wanted to be ready. Ready mentally, ready physically, ready emotionally. So I trained and I prepared, and I did everything I could to be ready for that day. When I became a leader, I took the same approach, to prepare my men in the same way, to train brutally and without mercy so we could fight brutally and without mercy. And the day came, we met the enemy on the battlefield. We were ready and we fought and we won. Then one day, it was over. I was no longer a soldier, no longer a leader of men. I was no longer preparing myself or my men for war. So, what drives me now? The answer is simple. The men that did not come home. Mark, Mikey, and Ryan. But it is not only them. There are others. Hundreds more. Thousands more. Countless more. Who fought and died to give me the gift of freedom. And for them, I will make every day, every minute, every second, I will make it all count. I will live to honor their sacrifice, a life worthy of the price they paid for me, for us. I will not let them down. So I've talked about in the past, your why. Everyone should have a why for everything. Like what it is. Why are you here? You know, why are you, when you get up every day, what is driving you to push you? And you don't have a why. You're just kind of floating around, and you'll just go wherever life takes you. Okay. And life will take you to some pretty bad places if you just allow it to just take control over you. So, this kind of stuff right here puts things in perspective for me. You know, this is a lot deeper than others, the things that he's gone through, things he's seen, but it doesn't have to be this thing for you. It could be anything for you of what it is that you're trying to accomplish and achieve. But the only way to do that is to have that discipline, which will give you that freedom to go and accomplish the things that you want to go and get. And I bring that up because I was just having a conversation, because I have so many people, because it's just part of my job of what I deal with is talking to people and their stories and what they're going through and those kind of things. But someone I was just talking to recently was they just kind of been following some advice I've been giving them about discipline and how it does give you the freedom. And in the beginning, then they kind of fought me on some of that, you know, like you know, getting up early and fixing your bed and keeping your room clean and, you know, all these things like I do every day that are just rituals of the things that I do. And so this topic came back up, and they were talking about like how much organized their life is, how much happier they are. Their life is actually going in a much better direction because they got more disciplined. You know, they have more freedom. They're just happier. Where a friend of theirs, they've been trying to kind of pull them in that same direction of being more disciplined because they're seeing the benefits of it and what it can lead to. And the other friend just isn't ready to make that transition. They're kind of all over the place. They are the one that is letting life take them wherever life has taken them. And they're not doing good, okay? They're not all that happy. Their life is kind of a wreck. It's just kind of uncontrolled, and they're just all over the place. And so this individual that is more disciplined now and is getting those freedoms they're still trying to help the friend out, of course. You know, and that was my advice too, was like just keep working on them. All you can do is try. But at some point, you know, it's just one of those things. You can't lead a horse to water and make them drink, man. If they're not ready to drink the good stuff, they're just not ready to drink the good stuff. And hopefully they'll decide to make that transition, hopefully sooner than later, before it gets too bad, you know. Because I've been down that path. I've do this stuff like on a daily basis where I'll see people where they could do better and they're just choosing not to. And if they just were to get more disciplined, they would have the freedoms to go and do the other things that they want to do. But because they don't have control over their life yet and don't have control over their diet, their financial situation, what's in their mind, how they think about themselves and stuff like that, you know, they're all over the place and there's no control there. So on one end, where you think discipline is something that is just really hard to do, and you kind of got to be committed to all these things. To me, it's a lot better to go that route than not to have no discipline at all and then like not have control over anything. And you get up at different times of the day, you eat whatever you want to eat. You're uncontrollable spending, so your financial situation is a wreck. Your relationships are a wreck. Like everything's a wreck because there is no focus and there's no discipline. And so it's just something that you know, I just hold dear to me, to where like I try to get people to kind of switch that up and go in that direction of becoming more disciplined. Like in this video I was listening to, like Jocko was talking about like working out early in the morning. He says the earlier you work out, the less distractions you have, which is true. He says the later in your day that you decide to work out, you know, here comes the phone calls, the emails, the whatever, you know, things just become, you know, it just gets tougher to get things done versus early in the morning when everyone's asleep. And so the earlier you get things done, the more time you have for the other stuff in the rest of the day. So for anyone out there that is looking to have a healthier, happier lifestyle, more freedom to do the things that you want to do, the discipline is the answer. Discipline is the absolute answer for that. Like, you got to get focused. And like he's talking about in this video, like, just pick one thing, just chip away at one thing, get one thing under control. You'll start seeing things change for you. Things will become more fruitful for you, and then get to the next thing, and then it'll just go that way. But for some people, it'll be hard to just kind of do everything all at once. So just tackle one thing at a time. And when you do that, you'll start seeing the benefits of being being disciplined. Like, I gave an example, like yesterday with the kids class. So I walk in at the end of the kids class, and the coaches are asking the kids, who fixed their bed this morning, because those are the questions that we ask. We ask them every Saturday, what'd you have for breakfast? Did you fix your bed? Who's gonna go home, help out with chores, that kind of thing. And I'm pretty sure like all the kids that were there, maybe 10 of them, did not raise their hand when the question was asked, like, who fixed their bed. And so, they get push-ups for that. If you didn't fix your bed, we give them push-ups. And I had to ask the kids, why are we asking you these questions, and then why are you having to do push-ups if you don't fix your bed in the morning? And no one really had a good answer, so I just had to give it to them. I was like, it's laziness. You're creating bad habits at like 8, 9, 10 years old, 11 years old, or however old the kids are in the kids class. They need to be more disciplined. First thing in the morning, that's the kind of advice that we give these kids. You wake up, you turn around, you fix your bed, and then you go brush your teeth, and you go do the other thing. I don't know what the parents are teaching them at home, but if that's what I'm getting from the things that I'm reading and I'm listening, and that's going to help me, then it's definitely going to help an 8, 9, 10-year-old at that age start building really good habits and be disciplined every single day. They turn around, fix their bed, eat healthier, stay, because one of the kids said they had Lucky Charms for breakfast. So we had to give them push-ups, because Lucky Charms is full of sugar, and that's not really a good, healthy breakfast that's going to put you in a position to, put your body in proper fuel, right? So I just told these kids, look, every day, every single day, you got to get up, fix your bed, and you're going to go home and help out with the chores, and you got to eat right, and you got to stay away from the bad foods and all this stuff, and create these good habits now, become disciplined now. Then when you're an adult, which I come in contact with all the time, adults walk into the academy, not really for self-defense, it's because they're looking for a different type of workout of some sort and some kind of discipline. And that's what jiu-jitsu over time will give you. And so why wait till you're 20, 30, 40 years old to achieve those disciplines when you can start now at 7, 8, 9, 10 years old? So anyways, the sooner that you decide to become more disciplined with the things around you, what you listen to, what you read, again, spending habits, your workouts, what you eat, your life completely changes. And if you don't want it and you're happy the way it is, cool, stay where you're at. But if you really, really want to make some changes, let's make those changes, all right? Discipline equals freedom. I just thought it was a great topic, especially what I'm listening to today. It's 4th of July, America's freedom, all that good stuff. So, make it a great day. Enjoy the barbecue, and, start writing some things down that you want to fix in your life. And it's only going to happen with discipline. Fix those things one area at a time, and I guarantee you that by the end of the year or within the next couple months, your life will be completely different. All right, I see it happen all the time from the students that I have around me that decide to make those changes. All right, you guys have a great day. Have a great 4th. We'll catch you on the next one. We'll see you.